One of the things I really loved about the documentary, which, as Julia said, is it's some about your life, and it's the core of it is you trying to get back into wrestling. But it's so interesting to hear Christina, your wife, talk about you, and it was so interesting to hear your sister Patricia Arquette talk about you. And it seems like there's just a lot of, the Arquettes, to anyone on the outside of it, seemed like such an interesting, wild, creative family. And I loved the scenes with you and your sister where it was so sweet. And, you were the baby of the family. And, of course, you lost your sister Alexis a while ago. And the bond that the two of you had together and her memories of playing with you when you were a little baby was so moving and interesting.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, it was sweet. I think about Alexis a lot. It's funny, one thing happened during this whole time. It was so weird. But I shaved my arm, like you shave everything. It's such a ridiculously crazy world, the wrestling world. It's really like a male beauty pageant with violence. So it's like, it's just crazy. That's RJ City. I'm not, he says drag, it's a drag show. It's a male drag show with violence. But, so you shave yourself, you get tans or you get spray tan. And I shaved my arms, and my arms look just like Alexis's hands and arms, and it was like so, like it was very touching. And I was like, oh, I don't know. I think when people die, they sort of become part of everything. So I sense it's like people a lot, and Alexis a lot, and sometimes when I'm driving around, I'll like just get an urge to go eat somewhere, and it's like one of Alexis's favorite places because I know, Alexis is just taking me there kind of feeling. So that was an amazing moment when I saw my hand like that, and then I was like, oh, that's why I'm doing it, because Alexis always loved wrestling with Luke, and Luke Perry always loved wrestling, who's in the film too, sweet Luke. Because his son, Jungle Boy Jack Perry, is an incredible wrestler.
Yeah. Well, I was going to say, it was actually like, I think I didn't know until I think Patricia Arquette had done an interview saying that your family was so close with Luke Perry, and he sadly died so young. And that he was very close with you and Alexis, that you guys were like this trio in a way, growing up together, hanging out before he had even booked 90210, that you guys were all hanging out all the time.
Story. I'm going to make this story really quick, but I got my first job after auditioning like ton just in Hollywood, never got anything, did a couple plays in high school, and then I got my first job, and it was a pilot, and then it got picked up to Sirius. We shot 13 episodes. I was like, this is like, I hit the lottery. Like, that's never happens. I'm right out of high school. And Alexis and Luke were doing a movie called Terminal Bliss, and they're sitting there, become really good friends. And Luke's like, I'm thinking about moving out to Hollywood. Alexis is like, don't think about it. Just move out. My mom's got an extra room at her house. You'll move in, pay her rent. And then it's pilot season. You go out he came out. We all became buddies. So I was doing a show called The Outsiders. And my sideburns were all long. And we were all greasers. And he's living there. We're all living there. He gets a pilot called Beverly Hills 90210. And now Fox had just started. It was like the first year of Fox or something, where they're doing their own stuff, and we're like one of their flagship shows. Francis Ford Coppola was like a producer. It was like insane. And we get cut after like 7 episodes on the air. We're just starting to get steam. We're doing these big mall appearances. Kids are going crazy. And then they just cut us. I go home. I'm like, oh, I just lost. And Luke's like, comes out, my show got picked up. And 90210 replaces The Outsiders. And he goes on a rocket ship to stardom. And although his character is sort of based on the James Dean type character, he did have sideburns. Everyone, oh no, The Outsiders had sideburns. I'm just saying. Jack Perry doesn't like when I tell that story because he's got these big, amazing sideburns.
He's got like mutton chops.
I know. I'm about to do a Western called The Ghost of the Ozarks with an amazing group called HCT Media with Jordan Long and Matt Glasser directing. Tara Perry and Jordan Long wrote it. And we're doing one of the first films that's actually going to be filmed. Well, they're all really doing it. I'm coming in, and Christina's a producer too, but it's really their baby. And we're doing one of the first films in Arkansas, right outside of Jonesboro.
Oh, wow.
And we're in touch with shoot, there's some names. Governor Hutchinson and Chris Crane from the Arkansas Cinema. I don't know. Sorry.
Imported.
We're watching. We're watching David walk around his house on Zoom as he says this.
Oh yeah, you want to see the wrestling ring? Look at it; it's right over.
Oh yeah, show us the wrestling ring.
Oh gosh! Oh my god!
So we see it at the end of the movie. Wow, there it is.
It is. It's all dusty right now, and that's Alexis's Bruce Lee. That's always watching.
Wow.
Always watching.